So hey all, this is me Raman Kritik. So welcome to my channel. If you're new to this channel, please go and subscribe my channel and don't forget to click on that bell icon to get more updates. So in this video we are going to see about a movie review about a Tamil film which name is Maya, which was released on 17th September 2015. So it's a good movie. I'm going to review about that movie. So if you're new, please go and subscribe and let's go into this video. So the basic story is an artist realizes that the story that he is illustrating about a ghost who was an inmate of an asylum in a forest could be real. Meanwhile, an aspiring actress takes up a challenge to watch a horror movie all alone in the theater. How this story interconnected is the whole story. So I will explain about this movie in this video. So let's go into this video. Maya begins in a classic horror movie fashion. Vasant Sridhar, an artist, tells his friend about the story he is illustrating for a ghost story from the past involving an inmate in a mental asylum located inside Mayavanam, a forest. He tells how the ghost Maya haunts people who call her out, and as the disbelieving friend does so to prove that it's all fiction, we see a shadowy figure. We are then told this was a prank, but later a character points out to a smoky form in that video, sending a chill down our spine. The action then cuts to Apsara, an aspiring actress and a single mom who's under a financial trouble. She decides to take up the challenge thrown at the director of the new horror film to watch it all alone in a theater at night. This despite a distributor dying mysteriously after trying to do the same. Ashwin Saravanan skillfully connects these stories, and when he get the revelation on who the ghost actually is and what is it after, it brings a lump to our throats. Nayanthara has been Maya's biggest calling card, but the actress is both a plus and minus to the film. There's no doubt that she gives it all the star weightage needed to crease around the film and make people watch it. But her performance is a bland, generic one. Even when her character is in a life-threatening situation, her face remains blank and made up. That does nothing to enhance the inherent drama in the script. Replace her with another star, and the film will remain as effective as it is now. And this is especially felt in the final portions. She makes the audience feel sympathetic towards the character, but a better actress would have made the audience feel they have the connection with the character. The director also relies too much on the jump scares and the cliched horror tropes. A ghost with long flowing hair, headless torso, and so on. And this became predictable after some time. The stretch in the forest in the second half especially feels overlong and repetitive after a point. The film is also overtly art directed by Ramalingam. The arty chick feel of Vasant's flat or the poster-filled walls of Apsara's house never give the feel of real places and resemble something straight out of TV commercials. The score Ron Johan, which constantly keys in how we should be feeling, takes away the impact of few scenes, and minimalistic score would have worked even better. But these are minor quibbles, and the film is otherwise technically competent. The cinematographer Satyan Suryan superbly captures the haunting shadows that trees cast in the night. One of the plots is in black and white, while the other is in color. Even though the scenes play out parallelly, the nifty editing T.S. Suresh ensures that it is seamless on screen. The sound design Sachin Sudhakaran and Hariharan is also a huge plus. A scene that takes place with Tiruda's Chandralekha song. The background is a highlight and offsets the overdone score to an extent. These elements combine to whip up an atmosphere to dread that is unsettling for the most parts of the film. And for a debut effort, there is such assuredness in the filmmaking of Maya, just like Karthik Subraj did with Pizza. Ashwin Saravanan seems to have made Maya a showreel to prove that he has got cinematic flair. Unlike Subraj's horror thriller, that was a neat feat of pulling the rug from under the audience's feet, Saravanan's Maya is straight out horror, an aspect that it shares with De Monte Colony. However, there is also genuinely moving emotional drama that recalls Miskin's Picasso. But Maya is wholly original and cerebral as well. Even after the film has ended, we keep thinking about it, replaying the scenes in our mind, and thinking about the inventiveness in the how the plot lines are brought together, and that is the its real success. So hope you like this video. If you like this, please go and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to click on that bell icon to get